I can tell you something few people understand. Hydration changes after 70. Most seniors believe they're helping their bodies by drinking water regularly. But what if I told you that your good habit might be working against you? I've seen strong, independent seniors suddenly feel sluggish, dizzy, even anxious, only to discover that the issue wasn't what they drank but how. It's not about quantity alone. It's about rhythm, timing, and how your aging body handles fluid differently than it used to. Comment "I drink smarter now" below if you're ready to take control of your hydration habits. You may have noticed your thirst isn't what it once was. Years ago, you'd finish a walk and feel a natural urge to drink. Now hours pass and you barely sip. And even when you do drink, the refreshment fades fast. No boost, no clarity. That's not just in your head, it's biological. Around your 7th decade, the brain's ability to detect thirst begins to dull. Your body's hydration radar grows quiet, and by the time you feel thirsty, your system is already depleted. But even those who do drink enough may be unknowingly causing strain on their hearts and kidneys simply by drinking the wrong way. Let's break that down. As you age, several subtle but serious shifts happen inside you. Your kidneys lose some of their filtering precision. Your blood vessels become more delicate. The membranes of your cells where water enters grow less efficient. Now add in one common senior habit: drinking 2 tall glasses of water all at once in the morning. It feels healthy, but it can overwhelm the system. That sudden surge in fluids can spike blood pressure, stress the heart, and in some cases lead to a dangerous imbalance called hyponatremia, where blood sodium gets diluted too fast. One of my patients, Marjorie, 74, followed a strict hydration ritual: 2 big glasses of water every morning without fail. She thought she was helping her heart, but instead she began experiencing palpitations, dizziness, and fatigue. After adjusting to smaller sips spaced throughout the day, especially around meals and activity, her body transformed. The strange heart sensations stopped. Her mind cleared. She smiled more. And the difference was so noticeable, her grandchildren even commented that "Grandma's back." These stories aren't rare. In fact, scientific research backs them up. A 2022 study in the Journal of Gerontology tracked older adults who drank water in timed intervals, not all at once. The results were astonishing. Fewer falls, better memory scores, improved emotional balance. The quantity of water didn't change, but the timing did. Seniors who paced their intake showed up to 30% better performance in everyday tasks compared to those who drank the same total amount in 1 or 2 sittings. So here's the first crucial mistake: drinking too much, too quickly. The old 8 glasses a day rule? That's a guideline built for younger, more adaptive bodies. But after 70, your heart, kidneys, and blood pressure are more vulnerable to sudden volume shifts. One study in Age and Aging revealed that seniors who consumed over 10 ounces in a single sitting were more prone to dizzy spells when standing up. The smarter way: gentle, steady hydration, 3 to 4 ounces every 60 to 90 minutes. It's called hydration grazing, and it's safer, smoother, and far more effective. Let's talk about bedtime. Many seniors have the same well-meaning routine: drink a glass of water right before bed to stay hydrated through the night. But this single habit is doing more harm than good. It's one of the top reasons older adults wake up multiple times to use the restroom. And while it may feel like a harmless inconvenience, those nighttime trips in a dark room increase your risk of falls and injuries, something no one talks out enough. Worse yet, every interrupted sleep cycle steals from your brain's chance to repair, detoxify, and restore itself. Mistake number 2: drinking too late in the day. Your kidneys don't shut off at night. They continue to process fluids, but aging often brings weaker bladder control and slower overnight filtration. This means that big drink before bed doesn't stay quietly in your system. It wakes you up. The solution: stop drinking fluids around 90 minutes before bedtime. Instead, hydrate more in the afternoon and early evening, especially before dinner. That way you support your body without flooding it while it's trying to sleep. Now let's address one of the most misleading beliefs among older adults. If I'm not thirsty, I must not need water. That's mistake number 3, and it's a big one. The truth is, after 70, your brain's thirst sensors lose their sharpness. So the absence of thirst doesn't mean your body is satisfied. It just means the alarm system isn't ringing loud enough. And what happens when you wait until you do feel parched? By then, you're already mildly dehydrated. And for a senior, mild dehydration is anything but mild. It affects everything from balance and coordination to memory and mood. James, a 79-year-old patient of mine, learned this the hard way. He never drank much water during the day because, in his words, I didn't feel the need. But he constantly felt drained, forgetful, and struggled with leg cramps. After we introduced a simple hydration schedule, sips before and after meals, during light walks, and once between meals, his energy returned, his confusion eased, his sense of control came back. His body had been thirsty all along, it just wasn't saying it clearly anymore. That's the silent danger of aging. Your body still needs what it always did, sometimes even more, but it speaks a softer language now. If you're waiting for strong thirst signals, you might never drink what your body truly needs. Research from the European Journal of Nutrition showed that even a small loss of fluids, just 1 to 2%, can significantly slow reaction time, weaken memory, and decrease stability in seniors. It doesn't take much, and it doesn't always feel dramatic, but it adds up. Hydration isn't just about avoiding dry mouth or staying regular. It's about preserving strength, alertness, and your independence. It's about helping your body adapt to aging gracefully, not slipping into habits that slowly chip away at your vitality. And the biggest myth we must break is the idea that water is one size fits all. After 70, it's not just how much you drink, it's how, when, and why you drink it that makes all the difference. When seniors think about maintaining strength, the conversation usually centers on protein, light workouts, or balance training. But there's a secret ingredient many overlook, and it's hiding in plain sight: water. That's right, even if you're eating well and staying active, poor hydration can quietly sabotage your muscles. Not through fatigue alone, but through a biological process called sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass with age. And studies now show that dehydration can speed up that process, robbing your muscles of the resources they need to stay strong and responsive. You see, muscle tissue isn't just made of fiber and protein, it's nearly 76% water. Water is the delivery vehicle for nutrients, oxygen, and electrolytes, everything your muscles need to function, recover, and grow. And when hydration is lacking, even by a small margin, muscles become slower to respond, more prone to cramps, and less able to rebuild after movement. In some cases, the body even begins breaking down muscle to extract water for vital organs. This isn't weakness from aging, it's a dehydration warning sign in disguise. Let me introduce you to Harold. At 78, this former Marine stayed on top of his nutrition, ate high-protein meals, and even did daily exercises from his recliner. But he kept saying, I feel like I'm fading. After some simple testing, we found the culprit: chronic underhydration. Not severe, but just enough to limit muscle repair. We added a new hydration pattern: 6 ounces of water with each meal, 4 ounces after every movement session. That was it. Within 2 months, Harold's strength returned. His knees stopped shaking on the stairs. His energy picked up, his posture improved. He wasn't weaker, he was dry. This isn't just a feel-good story. The Journal of Clinical Nutrition published a 2022 study showing that seniors who were well hydrated built muscle tissue up to 18% more efficiently than those who were slightly dehydrated. That's a life-changing difference for someone trying to maintain independence. Hydrated muscles work better. They heal faster, they cushion joints. They reduce injury risk. Even everyday movements, like rising from a chair, stepping over a curb, or reaching for a shelf, become easier and safer when your body has the water it needs. And if you've ever dealt with those sudden nighttime leg cramps, felt unexpectedly weak after a short walk, or struggled with simple tasks like lifting a grocery bag, hydration might be the missing piece. Because it's not just protein or exercise alone that builds strength, It's the water that makes every system operate smoothly. Think of hydration as the oil in your car's engine. Without it, even the best parts grind down. But with it, everything moves in harmony. So if you're serious about staying strong into your 70s, 80s, and beyond, start with water. Not just drinking it, but strategically sipping it around meals, after movement, and never all at once. Your muscles aren't asking for magic. They're asking for consistency. They're asking to be supported. And the good news is, you can begin that support today, one mindful sip at a time. We all expect our memory to slip a little with age. You misplace your glasses, forget a name, or pause mid-sentence. But what if those senior moments weren't just aging, but dehydration? The truth is, one of the most overlooked causes of mental fog in older adults is a lack of consistent hydration. Your brain is roughly 75% water. It needs fluid to transmit signals, to store and retrieve memories, and to keep your emotions balanced. When your brain dries out even slightly, it slows down. And many seniors never realize what's causing the change. Let me share the story of Eleanor. At 82, this retired librarian had always been sharp, witty, and quick with words. But recently, her thoughts felt scattered. She stumbled over conversations, forgot appointments, and grew frustrated with herself. Her tests ruled out dementia, and her nutrition looked fine. But one simple thing stood out: she rarely drank water. "I just don't think about it," she admitted. We started her on a gentle hydration plan: small sips before meals, after short walks, and a warm cup of lemon water at sunrise. Within 3 weeks, Eleanor felt like herself again, brighter, more focused, and back to completing her beloved crosswords. The science backs her experience. In a 2021 study published in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience, seniors who were just 1.5% dehydrated showed up to 18% declines in memory, mood, and attention span. That's without any illness, just a lack of water. And there's more. Dehydration raises cortisol, the stress hormone, while reducing dopamine and serotonin, the brain's mood stabilizers. That's why you may feel anxious, depressed, or emotionally flat, without knowing why. Hydration isn't just physical, it's emotional. It restores mental clarity and inner calm in ways most people overlook. Now imagine what happens when you hydrate properly for an entire week. Day 1 and 2, your digestion begins to improve. You may notice more comfortable bathroom trips, less bloating, and more energy in the morning. Day 3 and 4, your mind starts clearing. You remember things more easily. You feel sharper, calmer, and more in control. Day 5 and 6, your strength improves. Walking feels easier. Climbing stairs becomes less of a struggle. Leg cramps fade. And finally, day 7, you sleep deeper, wake more refreshed, and start the day feeling truly restored. This isn't guesswork. It's how the body works when it's finally supported. Your brain, your heart, your muscles, your kidneys, they're all working together. And when they're properly hydrated, they work with you, not against you. You no longer feel like you're dragging through the day. You feel aligned, clear, capable. Even your skin may glow brighter. And the best part, it doesn't require any new pills, no expensive treatments, just a smarter rhythm with your water. So here's your invitation. Try it for 7 days. No big bottles. No pressure. Just small, steady sips. Right after waking, before meals, after light activity, and none too close to bedtime. Listen to your body. Use a small glass that feels welcoming, not overwhelming. Add lemon or mint if it helps. And trust that your body still knows how to heal. It just needs the chance. You're not too old. You're not too late. You're just one small shift away from waking up to a clearer, stronger, more vibrant you.